Today we're going to be having a looking at calculating the internal angles of polygons. First of all, we need to know what a polygon is. So, a polygon is a shape that is made up of only straight lines. So, can we copy this down for me, please? Pause the video here. There are two types of polygon. The first is going to be irregular polygons, and an irregular polygon are where the shapes have different length sides and different angles. Okay, so this means that all the sides are different lengths, or one may be different, and all the angles aren't the same size. The next one we're going to have are they're going to be regular polygons. This is where angles and sides are all the same. So pause the video here, make sure we have that down. So you may hear talk about or read about in a question where it says the regular octagon. This means it's an 8-sided shape where all the sides are the same length and all the internal angles are the same. It may talk about an irregular octagon, in which case it's just a shape made up of differing sides and angles. Okay, what we're going to have a look at today is we're going to have a look at finding out what all the internal angles of a shape add up to and what an individual angle is in regular polygons. So let's have a look at finding the sum of the internal angles in some polygons. So to do this, the formula we need is going to be the number of sides minus 2 and times that all by 180. Now this will get simplified down to n minus 2 times 180. So for any polygon, all we need to do is take the number of sides minus 2 and times it by 180. So if we were just to simply take a square, okay, we know that it has got 4 sides. So we're going to do 4 minus 2 times that by 180. So 4 minus 2 is 2 times 180 is 360. So the angles here will all add up to 360. Okay, let's have a look at another shape. So here we've got an octagon. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. So we're going to take the number of sides, 8, minus 2, and times it by 180. So 6 times 180 is going to give you 1080. So all the internal angles inside this octagon are going to add up to 1080 degrees. So let's have a look at finding then what one of these angles would be equal to. But make sure you have all these diagrams in your books. So to find the individual angle in a regular polygon, we're going to use the same formula that we did originally. So n minus 2 times 180. The only difference is now is I'm going to divide it by how many sides there are. So let's have a look back at this square. We know that there was 4 sides, so n is equal to 4. So we're going to do n minus 2 times 180 all divided by n. So in this case, 4 minus 2 times 180 divided by 4. So we have 2 times 180, which is 360, divided by 4 will give us 90 degrees. So each angle inside the square is going to be 90 degrees. Let's have a look at completing this for the octagon as well. So we know that n is 8. So we're going to do n minus 2 times 180, divide it all by n. So let's substitute our number of sides in. So 8 minus 2 times 180, divide it all by 8. So we know that 8 minus 2 times 180 will give us 1080. So this is 1000, let's try that again, is 1080, and I'm going to divide it by 8, which will give me 135 degrees. So each one of these in the regular octagon, so they're all the same, is going to be 135 degrees. Make sure you've got all this copied down, please. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill out a table. So in your books, on your Google form, you need to create the following table. So this table will need to be copied out. This is obviously going to be your work for today. I'd like you to find the internal angles, or the sum of the internal angles, and the size of the individual angles for these following polygons. So for a triangle, you would have to have obviously the number of sides being 3. This is your n column. So you're then going to have to do 3 minus 2 times 180 will give you 180. So all the angles in the triangle add up to 180. We're then going to find the size of an individual angle on a regular triangle, which would be the equilateral one. So we're going to do 3 minus 2 times 180, which will give me 180. And I'm going to divide it by 3. We get 60 degrees. I need to copy out and complete the rest of this table, please.